Wow. Just wow. What a game. Oh my God. My throat is gone. Apologies if I sound awful. I witnessed one of the best games I could have witnessed. A 3-2 win against a team that always slap us up. And wow. I'll throw in some clips and some highlights and stuff like that. What an incredible experience. That's the first time I've been in a box at the Emirates. Huge shout out to EA, DSM. Thank you so much for getting me tickets today. It was absolutely insane. And that is the first time I've been back at the Emirates since 2018. Last time I went, it was not that loud. I'm telling you guys, there is something so different with the club right now. I needed to hear it. I really needed to hear that. At halftime, my ears were ringing so loud when we scored that second goal. Okay, what do we normally do? I'm so tired right now, but I've got to do this while it's fresh in my memory. So, I should say, do you know what? Liverpool weren't even that bad. Obviously, the scoreline suggests they were beaten. And yeah, we did have, I would say, the lion's share of chances, better chances. But the way Liverpool played the ball around, I really don't think they were that bad. You got to remember, I'm experiencing all this without replays. I've only just got home to see the highlights. And it does look so different when you go to the stadium. It's obviously been years since COVID, really. And you just forget, not seeing the replays, and you don't see the real context of the game as well when you're at the stadium at times. I really thought between the 5th and the 40th minute in the first half, Liverpool were so much better than us. But the first 5 minutes when we got the opening goal and the last 5 minutes when we scored the second goal, we were elite, top level, just unbelievable. And then in the second half, it was a lot more in our favour, I would say. But God, where do I start with the team? Every single player was good today. I can't believe Ben White is that good at right back. I know he's been given a 6.8 here, but my God, that was an absolute masterclass. Saka, Martinelli.
World class.
Partey. First time witnessing Partey. Oh my God. I mean, we call Saliba a Rolls-Royce defender. Thomas Partey is a Rolls-Royce midfielder. The way he just glides around the pitch, honestly, I could not stop looking at him. So good. We're actually ruined if he gets injured. I thought Xhaka was quieter today, but it was very clear when I saw the lineups and when it was announced. Tomiyasu at left back, I thought, Xhaka's not going to be playing forward, is he? Tomiyasu's not going to be running up and down that left side. It was all about nullifying Salah, wasn't it? And if Xhaka had to do that today, that's fine by me. Arteta knows what he's doing. And I thought it worked very well, Tomiyasu at left back. I wasn't particularly too keen on that when I heard it, but I mean, it absolutely worked. The amount of times, because in the first half, I was basically watching Liverpool's defence in front of me. So I could see the diags that Van Dijk was pushing out wide to Van Dijk. He tried that pass so many times. And Van Dijk is a class player. And the passes are always very good. But Tomiyasu won, I think, every single one of them. And I'm sitting there thinking, why are you still doing this, Van Dijk? Why are you still trying those diags to Salah? It wasn't working because Tomiyasu was all over him. Fantastic. Quick word on Núñez, because in the pre-match warm-up, I was near the Liverpool's half, so I could see them doing their warm-ups. Núñez was missing shot after shot, and I turned and talked to some of the guys I was with at EA and said, Núñez has missed about 3 or 4 shots here. He's going to bag a hat-trick. Thankfully, he only got the 1 goal. Otherwise, didn't have a particularly great game, did he? Let's have a look at the stats, because genuinely, I don't... It's so weird doing it this way around, seeing the game, then watching the replay, and then doing the video. Normally, I obviously see all the replays. I see all the stats as they're happening, but I tried not to have my phone up all the time. I want to experience the game, but this... I mean, we scored 3. We literally hit our expected goals almost perfectly. We've had more shots, more big chances. That Firmino goal, though, mwah, beautiful finish from him. I watched it roll in, awful. Yeah, we definitely didn't have, the big amount of possession that we would normally like at home, but we just didn't need it. We just contained everything they did. So impressed. I really was impressed with how we dealt with their dangers. But I cannot believe this. Okay, just listen to the words I'm about to say. Okay, 9 games played. We are 14 points above Liverpool. How? What's happened there? We're top of the league. We're above Man City, of course. Tottenham are now 4 points behind us. I mean, genuinely, guys, there is already a gap forming. The top 3, obviously Chelsea and United are yet to play, but are we the real deal? Are we actually? I'm looking at all the other teams here, and I think, 9 games isn't enough. It isn't, but the fact that we have played Liverpool now and beaten them, we obviously lost to Man United, but, we've beaten Tottenham. We've seen, I would say, a decent enough amount to maybe give us a little inkling, like, we're the real deal. I think for the first time this season, because at the start of the season, I said top 4 should be our target 100%. And if we're not in the top 4 by the end of the season, that's a huge issue, unless we win the Europa League. But now, 9 games in, and I'm thinking, if we're not top 3, if we're not second, that's an issue. Because I think we can all agree Man City are going to win the league. And there will be some times in the next few weeks, maybe after the World Cup, where Arsenal will have a slight dip in form. It's going to happen. But Man City will destroy the league. I'm pretty sure they've already won it. But obviously right now we're top. And I do feel like Tottenham are going to decline a little bit. What they're doing right now with Conte is not sustainable. Chelsea are going to be on the up. I think Potter's doing a great job there. United do grind out wins, and Newcastle are going to be there. Brighton are going to be there. I actually feel like we're the second best team in the league. Are we actually though? It doesn't compute. We weren't meant to be here yet. This whole process thing, trust the process. I swear we're ahead of schedule right now. And do you know how good that feels to say it? It's amazing. Saliba 8.1, White 8. Hang on, this is round 1. What? Why am I seeing round 1? Anyway, guys, I've got to talk about Saliba. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hang on, let me just go back to the game here, because I can't believe he's 21. I have never seen such a composed centre-back at that age.
Saliba! Come on.
Finally, I got to actually witness it in real life. And what you don't realise, there's a lot of people watching this that haven't gone to watch Arsenal. I get that. And, I don't go all the time. You forget just how difficult football is. Genuinely, like when you're watching it on the TV, when you see all the space, you see the passes way easier than you would at eye level. But when you see how Saliba is defending, the way he reads the game, I mean, we were up against someone who loves a goal against Arsenal, Jota. He was up against Nunez, who is crazy in the nut. Like, honestly, doesn't stop running. Diaz obviously went off injured, but before then, Saliba just deals with everything. And I know you could argue, he was beaten on the second goal, at least when the pass went in behind him. But I'm sitting there watching him, and I mentioned it with Partey being that Rolls Royce, but it's not just that with Saliba, it's the confidence I have. Every time the ball went towards him, I'm like, well, he'll be all right. Saliba's there. And honestly, I was so shocked just how good he was. And it's the same with Ben White, to be honest. He's not even a right back. I mean, if he doesn't go to the World Cup, I will be livid. I'm sure we're going to play 3 centre-backs, right? Why not Ben White as the right centre-back? Maybe John Stones in the middle, and then Tomori left centre-back. If you don't think that could work, then you need your head checking. I'm sure we're going to see Reece James at right back, right wing back. So why not tuck White in on the inside? He could do that role perfectly. I swear if he doesn't go, I will be so mad. And talking of national selection, if Martinelli and Jesus don't go with Brazil as well, I won't be a happy camper. But guys, honestly, what an experience. Huge shout out to all the people that came up to me today. It was so weird. I don't normally like going out in public and people coming up to me. I find it a little bit strange, but obviously at an Arsenal game, I'm going to get recognised, and quite a few people came up. So thank you so much. Actually, though, I was 2 boxes down from the box that JJ owns, the Sidemen box, I guess you could call it these days. And Simon and JJ, they're all there. They were getting mugged the entire game. Honestly, the amount of kids going up for pictures. I'm just so grateful that whilst I'm getting recognised a little bit, it's nothing like that. I mean, he couldn't walk around anywhere without getting mobbed. But guys, we are the real deal. We actually beat Liverpool at home. 9 games, top of the league, 3 points dropped. That is it. We are the real deal. I think that might have to be the title.